has the top 5 best flow states in Bluelock's manga? That's what we're here to find out today. And yeah, if you guys like this type of video, please make sure to like and subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you never miss a post by me. And yeah, let's get right into this. Now, I should talk about how I'm judging this because a lot of people might get confused. I'm talking about strictly flow moments. Now listen, we already know, we've seen most players hit their flow. Shido, Nagi, Barou, Rin. But I'm talking about exclusively, when you hit your flow, how good are you? Like, what's your peak? What's the craziest shit you do? You know what I mean? So I've been looking at every single moment for all the players of when they hit flow. And, yeah, like, let's really see who has the best flow state. Coming in at number 5 here, we have my boy, Shoei Barou. Now, him being at number 5 doesn't necessarily mean that he's trash or his flow isn't that good. It's just that Barou is such a well-rounded all-around striker that his flow doesn't really do anything to increase his stat. You know what I mean? There's players like, let's say, Nagi, Rin, that when they hit flow, it's like, damn, like, bro, like they completely leveled up to a whole new level as a player, where I think Barou, yes, he levels up to a whole new level, but he still does the same stuff he's always been doing, just on a higher volume, I'd say. So yeah, this is why Barou's so low. I just don't think his flow does too much for him. I feel like him being out of flow and him being in flow isn't that much of a difference. You know what I mean? Although he does get better, but I don't think it's that much of a difference as the people above him. Coming in at number 4, we have my boy Shido Ryusei. Now, the reason why Shido is this low is because Shido quite literally has 2 matches where he's in flow, or 2 moments when he's in flow, because the first moment is the first time we ever get to even see flow implemented into Bluelock, and we see this guy absolutely rip apart the Bluelock U20 team. That was very impressive, all right? I'll give him that feat. But then the next time we see him is when he scores a header, in the PXG match, and I think he hits flow right there for a brief moment. Now, here's the thing. I really wish the author would make everyone's flow like sort of like a power-up. I would like if the author would do that, kind of like how in Kuroko no Basket, when players hit the zone, they stay in the zone and it's just crazy and not for a brief moment during the flow. Because I feel like it takes away from the flow if you just hit it for a brief moment and then boom, like then after that, like you're kind of like done. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do think that Shido could be higher potentially on this list, depending on how many more flow moments he could have in the show. But for right now, I'd say Shido would be sitting at number 4, simply because of the amount of flow he really has in the moment. Yeah, his one moment's really good. The second one's kind of disappointing because he gets that header in, and then after that, he literally like ghosts. So yeah, this is going to be a very controversial one, as at number 3, I have my boy Isagi Yoichi. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? Isagi definitely has one, like the top 2, top 1 best flows in Bluelock. Now, the reason why I put Isagi this low is because, yes, his flow is amazing, and we've seen him do some crazy stuff in this flow. It's just not crazy to the point where we see other people above him. Because Isagi's flow, not gonna lie, it's kind of like Barou's, where it just upgrades his stats that he usually has when he does not flow. Like, when he's not in flow, he can always read the game. He's always a mastermind. But when he's in flow, it's like better. You know what I mean? It's like on to a new level. Which is why I do have him above Barou, because he's just like, his flow is way better when he's in flow. And also, it's just like, the one thing holding Isagi back is the peaks of his flow. I feel like when he goes into the peak of his flow, he can do some crazy shit, like the gunshot volley. Not gonna lie, that was some crazy shit. Beating Shido and Rin to the ball instinctively, like, that's pretty impressive as well. But I just think the 2 people above him have done some crazy, crazy stuff in flow. Coming in at number 2, now, I'm not going to lie, my boy Nagi gets a lot of hate on my videos, even though I'm a Nagi fan. So putting him at number 2, I think this is one of the highest ratings he's ever had in one of my videos. Either way, this guy Nagi's flow is quite literally dangerous. Every time he's hit flow in the series, he's done some crazy shit. Let's even look at the Nagi episode, right? He does that bicycle over Hiragi in flow. Now that is literally crazy. Like, he's kind of handstanding on Hiragi while Hiragi's on his knees and hitting a bicycle. That's inhumane shit we've never even seen before. Let's keep going. Then when he's the first person to physically beat Rin in a match. Rin was running towards him, and he did some crazy ass shit that we've never seen before. He quite literally beat Rin. Like, he low-key dropped him. Low-key. I might have to push that narrative that Nagi dropped Rin, because this dude kicks the ball, then touches it, and shoots again, and scores. If that's not like a beat or a drop, I don't know what is. Now, let's look at his most prominent form of flow so far, and it's definitely the 5-stage volley. If you're going to tell me the 5-stage volley isn't at least top 5 goals in Blue Lock, let alone top 3, then you're crazy. Because this shit is insanely difficult to pull off. I don't care if Ego said it's a fluke or this guy said it's a fluke. We're just looking at the goal, all right? We're just looking at the goal, okay? Let's say someone does this in real life. Everyone's jumping up and down, be like, oh my gosh, what a goal. And we're rating the goal, not the fact that it's a fluke. Now, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a fluke and shit. That might bring it down for some people, but for me personally, even though it's a fluke, it's a great goal nonetheless, and I'm judging it off that. This shit is probably one of the top 3 best goals, and it is my favorite goal in Blue Lock because this shit is just amazing. And he did all this shit in flow. So, like, I'd say every time Nagi hits the flow, he peaks very high and does some crazy shit. But anyways, number 1 should be obvious by now. Coming in at number 1, we have my boy Itoshi Rin. And was it ever a question? After seeing what he did to the Japan U20 team the first time he hit flow, it's pretty obvious that Rin would be number 1 here. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Oh, but Rin has the same sample size of flow as Shido. How can he be so much far above him? Because I'm not gonna lie, I view Rin's peak in flow as like the highest peak in flow in the entire series. Like, I don't think anyone's done crazier shit than him. But let's look at the stage they're in. U20. Closing minutes. And he ends up running past, one by one, by the way, all the U20 defenders. Every single one by one. And it's not like he's avoiding them to run by them. Or nothing. He's going towards them individually, destroying them one by one. Then he gets met with a flow Aiku. And Aiku literally says, yo, I have no chance of stopping this guy. No chance. Like, 0 chance of stopping him. He's way too strong. If you're not telling me that's crazy, but then this is what even crazier. Shido pulls up. He's also in flow. And Aiku's chances of stopping Rin only go up to 50%. That means only half the time he might be able to stop Rin here. With 2 guys in flow on him. That's an insane peak if you ask me. Like, that's literally an insane peak. Now listen, yes, I know he missed the shot. It happens, you know, it happens. But then name me one player who's going to go toe-to-toe with Itoshi Sai. Even though we know Sai wasn't really trying like that. We don't see a single ounce of sweat on his face, right? Bro, who's going to go toe-to-toe with this Itoshi Sai and manage to take the ball from him? Nobody. I don't think anyone on Blue Lock's roster at that point could do that. And Rin did that in his flow. Reason why I think this is one of the highest flows in the goddamn series. Now, next time we did see him in flow was against Manshine City. My boy Nagi got absolutely blasted by him. And honestly, I hope the Nagi episode covers this game because I need to know what the fuck happened. I get it. Scoring a hat trick on Bartra is impressive because it's Bartra. You know what I'm saying? It's hat trick. It's the first hat trick we've seen in the NEL. But scoring a hat trick against Manshine City? Do you guys understand how hard that game was for Isagi and Kaiser to do? They barely won. And Rin just went absolutely tore them apart. Not to mention, he has Shido on his team. And I don't know if Charles was passing the ball. Gotta get that game. But you never know, bro. Like, yeah, Rin's flow is definitely number 1. Although, anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm so close to 2,000 subscribers. I think just a month or over a month ago, I just hit 1,000 and now we're almost at 2,000. The support on my videos has been so strong. Thank you all for liking and subscribing. Hit the post notification bell if you are subscribed so you get notified when I post as soon as possible. And I hope you guys have a good day and don't know.